fake news.
Good evening. A report has been published today following the investigation into the incident of British soldiers using a giant poster of Jeremy Corbyn as target practice. The soldiers from the 3 Para Regiment filmed themselves shooting at the giant poster of Jeremy Corbyn in early April of this year. The 318-page report is scathing in its criticism. Of the video itself, the report says, although the camera work is stable, the lighting is poor and the graphics basic. One part of the report describes the happy with that graphic at the bottom third of the video as amateurish and looking like something from the 1980s. The report recommends using animated emojis known as GIFs in the future. Jeremy Corbyn himself is also criticised in the report for having one of those faces that you just want to punch, although the report does hold back from condoning the use of him as target practice. But the report's greatest criticism was reserved for the soldiers seen firing in the video. The report is critical of the soldiers using a giant-sized poster of Jeremy Corbyn. It makes the soldiers look inept, the report reads, adding, do they really need to use something so large in order to ensure that they hit the target? This comes after the Taliban has announced that they use postage stamps of the Queen as target practice. The report goes on to recommend that soldiers don't use an image greater than A5, with a view to reducing the image to the size of a grain of rice by 2025. A spokesperson for the Ministry of Defence said, "We will read the report and its recommendations carefully." And now, before the sport and weather, we've just got time for a couple of your tweets. This from @JohnNarrowMinded. I thought this was a news programme. Since when did people's tweets become news? And this from @Copycat. Yeah, I agree with John. And that's it from me. More news at 10. Bye-bye now.
You are fake news.